Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To you I say Shalom. This is Brother Amawan Ariel from GMS Charlotte, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar Kodash. And pretty much in this lesson, I want to go into, how this devil, broke down the MOTB better than most of these camps. Because the video that you saw playing, at the start of this lesson, all right, he broke it down, man. All right, he was one of the creators of the MOTB. I don't know the Edomite's name. What perceived to be an Edomite, because he could be a Jake, but you never know. But through the spirit, either way, all right, this man broke down, all right, what the MOTB was, and then went into the scriptures and broke it down even further, which shows you that these other camps, man, have no excuse when it comes to the MOTB of not knowing what it is, man. Because, hey, the average Christian knows what the mark of the beast is, man. All right? So what's your excuse? All right? So I'm going to go right into it, starting with what the mark of the beast is in the scriptures. Okay? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and 16. And it reads, "And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666." Okay? So right off the bat, man, the scriptures talk about that it will be a mark that will be, put throughout all the world, all right, as a tag that's going to, register you for the New World Order system, man. All right, this is that Luciferian oath that all who, want to be a part of the New World Order will they will make, you take to recognize you as a cog in the system of the New World Order. All right. So let's go into some words, man. All right. So first, let's go into the word causa. All right. So this is the word causative in the blue letter. Give me 1 second. All right.
Strong's G 4160. Poieo.
All right. It says to constitute or appoint one anything, to appoint, to ordain the one that. All right. It says to constitute, right? So what does constitute mean? All right, the word constitute, it means to give legal or constitutional form to an institution to establish by law. So these devils already have it on the books to where they're going to, pretty much mandate this charagma, all right, this mark of the beast, all right, for that the whole world will have to, take it. This is why it's going back. It says he called them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? So this is legislation that they have on the books, man. This is why you're seeing the current change going into the CBDC, the central bank currency, all right? Because at the end of the day, man, these devils are going to pretty much make it to where, excuse me, these devils are going to pretty much make it to where if you want to function in the New World Order, all right, the only way you're going to be able to, pretty much have commerce is if you have that charagma. Now, as you heard the devil say, okay, they did the research, and the place in the body that has the most electricity, they said was the right hand and the forehead, right? So he mainly touched on the right hand because that's your main source of what you're going to be using, your hands, right? All right, but the forehead comes into play because you're hearing all these talks with Elon Musk and what his Neuralink, right? And that brain chip that they're working on, man, is going to be one of the things that they're going to use to beguile the people into thinking that that's a, a technological advancement, because that Neuralink, that brain chip, will be used, all right, as a means to bring the masses in, because you're going to have cases of guys who are paraplegics that don't have use of limbs. All right, that brain chip is going to allow them to be able to move their limbs, or if they have what's the word? Um, what's the word for like the artificial limbs? Prosthetics. Okay, they have prosthetic limbs. All right, that'll pretty much give the brain synapses the ability to fire off those neurons to be able to move those prosthetic limbs, man, as well as the paralyzed parts as well, man. So these are part of those line wonders that are going to be used to entice the people to get that mark of the beast, man. All right, and it says verse 17. Slaki, going to another word that you heard him break down when it goes into that word mark, right? Okay, Slaki, where's that? Yeah, the word mark,
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
charagma. All right, and it says a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. All right, which at the end of the day, man, anybody that's not following the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is an Antichrist or anti Hamashiach. It says a mark, the mark branded upon horses, things carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images, right? So this mark of the beast is an idol, all right? and it's a excuse me. Let me get some water real quick. Salakia. Still overcoming this cold. All right, this mark, man, is a thing that in prior captivities was used to brand slaves, man. When you go into chattel slavery in our early time here in Babylon the Great, all right, Esau actually branded the slaves, man. Even going back to the Greeks, all right, the Greeks, they branded the slaves with the little I forgot the name of that leaf. I think it's like the leaf of the Dionysus or something like that. But it was a leaf that they would brand the people with to let you know that hey they were a part of the system, man. So this charagma is no different, all right. And this devil, he broke it down, man, all right, because that charagma will be put inside of you through that needle, all right, and that needle will pretty much implant that charagma inside of your hand, all right, or in your forehead, man, due to that surgery that they're going to use to put it inside of you. So it says that a stamp or imprinted mark, because that's that needle that's going to be put inside of your skin to put the MOTB inside of you, man. Listen, when you go to the root word of charagma,
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
so charax, it says a pale or stake, a palisade or a rampart. And what's that talking about, man? That's talking about that needle that's going to be used to stick you, all right? Because a palisade, if I'm not mistaken, let me look that up real quick. That's the stake that you put inside of the ground when you're making the fence, right? So that piercing agent is pretty much what it's referring to, man. And that's the needle that is being used to stick you to put the that chip, which he described as 1/4 of a grain of rice, man. All right. Hey, so that devil broke it down beautifully, man. So what is you different camps' problems? All right. Why can't you understand what this MOTB is? Because it's either you are willfully ignorant, or you have been paid off not to teach the word the correct way that it's supposed to be broken down as. Because this devil, not even realizing the biblical aspect of what the MOTB was, it broke down the scientific part, but then he went into the scriptures and broke it down to where he made it plain, to where he realized that after he was commanded not to read the book of Revelation in the process of when he was making that MOTB, all right, well, the RFID chips, like, let me say it like that. In the process when he was making that RFID chip, they told him not to read the book of Revelation. So after he completed his work, all right, so he went and read the book of Revelation, and he was pretty much shocked because he literally created what the Bible said was going to be that the mark of the beast, man. All right. So continuing on, verse 17, it said, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Right. So as you can see, the way that currency is moving, as I mentioned, everything is being funneled to go the way of the CBC, that central bank digital currency, man. All right, this is why you're seeing the dollar being dropped all over the world, man. All right, because they're moving to this digital blockchain, which is going to be used to track everybody's actions, man. All right, no more private. Uh, Nothing will be private anymore, man. All right, because with cash, all right, there's certain things that they're doing that they can't monitor. But with this CBDC, man, everything will be on the grid, man. All right, all actions will be on the grid. Okay, so you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell if you don't have this charagma in the new world order, man. All right, which cuts all these different these breakdowns. These guys saying that the mark of the beast is an embargo. You can't buy or sell with an embargo. All right, the mark of the beast. It's not Christianity. It's not white man, fake white man Jesus. It's not the white woman. You can't buy or sell with these different breakdowns that these camps are using. All right. So the only way that makes sense, according to the scriptures, that it has to be the RFID chip, man, because they're telling you openly that will be the main way of buying and selling in the new world order. Okay. It says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 threescore and six." Now, give me a second to pull this up real quick, because when you go into the 600 threescore and six, the 666, that goes into Chi Stai Sigma. All right, and I just want to read a little bit into what that means. All right, so bear with me. All right, so yeah, Chi Stai Sigma. So 600 threescore and six. So this is off of routingthebeast.com. It says, "If we look at the Greek, we see that 666 is presented with three letters, chi, shi, stigma. The numeric values of these three Greek letters add up to 666. Okay? Because when you go into it, chi equals 600, shi equals 60, stigma equals 6. All right? And you can look this up for yourself. But at the end of the day, man, this is further proof that this is talking about the charagma. All right, it says it should be noted that stigma is based on the ancient Greek digamma and must not be confused with the modern Greek sigma. It carried the meaning of a mark, dot, puncture, or generally a sign from the verb. I don't even know how to pronounce that. But it means to puncture, as well as a mark from a pointed instrument, often as a sign of ownership, brand, tattoo. Okay, because going into stigma, all right, it says the strong concordance It says give stigma the following definition. It means to stick, a mark incised or punched for recognition of ownership. A mark, right? So that's the a mark of a slave to get that charagma, man. So if you get that microchip, all right, you are pretty much pledging to be a slave to the New World Order, to Esau Edom, the you know the wicked, man. It says the definitions of stigma and charagma are remarkably similar. They both support the idea of a pointed instrument used to inject a microchip. All right. It says stigma has also made it into the English language where it is defined as a mark of infamy or disgrace. There's an obvious carryover from its use in Revelation. Okay. So that's pretty much, everything I wanted to get out of that. It's just dealing with the 600, three score and six, the 666. That's the mark. Uh, 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 that is the number of the beast, man. Okay, because we understand that, like I said, if you take that charagma, all right, you are pledging yourself unto that idol, man, which is the ownership of Esau. You are pretty much taking that idol, man. You are bowing down to Satan, all right. And like I said, man, this devil broke it down beautifully, all right. This is Psalm 64:8. It says, "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away." Right, because these devils are blatantly speaking on this now, man. All right, when you go into Klaus Schwab, Noah Yuval Harari, and the WEF, man, hey, they're blatantly coming out and telling you now, man, because hey, the scriptures tell you they know if they have but a short time, man. So hey, the clock is ticking, and they're scrambling, so they're trying to go ahead and usher this in, man. So this is why you're seeing they're no longer hiding these things, man. All right, so they're openly letting you know. Klaus Schwab has many interviews where he talks about the world will all be chipped up, man. Okay, but these are all the plans of the Most High, man. This is why, all right, for those that have ears, let them hear. Okay, that we are in the end, man, and the Most High is making it known. All right, this devil's plan for those that have the ears to hear, man. All right, because at the end of the day, what you damn people don't fail to realize is that the Most High is putting this on these devil's spirit to pretty much further prove everything that we're saying, man. All right, which shows you that this is the Most High in control of everything, man. Real quick, this is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will." Right. So it says the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So the Lord is actually putting these thoughts in the minds of these devils to pretty much speak forth his will. All right. So you people out here, you Israelites specifically, have no excuse when it comes to knowing what the mark of the beast is, man. All right. Because these devils are actually coming out here and speaking on it themselves, man. They're breaking it down themselves, man. All right. There's many videos of Edomites breaking down and telling you what the MOTB is, and they're doing it the same way that we do it because it's obvious. All right, it's all you idiots out here that are still acting like you don't know, man. Okay, all right, but that's because the Most High didn't. He doesn't want you to get it. That's ultimately what it is, man. All right, Deuteronomy 29:4. It says, "Yet the Lord have not given you an heart to perceive," and that word "heart" goes into your mind. The word Hebrew word "lab." It says, "and eyes to see and ears to hear unto this day." Right. The Lord did not want you to get it. So if you're still in 2023, all right, we're in early March of 2023, and you still can't see that the MOTB is not the RFID chip, then hey, the Most High does not want you to get it, man. And you're gonna take that mark, and you're gonna be destroyed, man. All right, because he even understood that. He broke that down, man. That he warned the people not to take what he made because he said that he went into Revelation, man. He went into the Most High's warning for all those that don't that take that charagma, man. All right, that you will be destroyed. Okay, let me get that real quick. All right, this is deadly serious, man. Give me 1 second. All right, this is Salakia. Revelation 16 and 2. Okay. It says, "And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image." Okay. So in that day, you're going to know all who took the mark of the beast, because it said you will have a grievous sore. Okay. Now let's go into what that grievous sore is, man. All right. All right. This is the word sore.
Strong's G 1668. Helkos. Helkos.
And it means a wound, especially a wound producing a discharged pus. All right. So that's that cancer that's going to come from that mark of the beast, man. All right, because the radiation that's going to come from that electronic device, man, is going to disagree with your body, because your body is not meant to take on foreign objects inside of it, man. All right, so you're going to have that cancerous, sword that's going to be on you, which is going to be the proof that you took the charagma, man. All right, and then the judgment that's going to befall you from taking that, man. All right. This is Revelation 14 and 9. "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb." Okay, so you're going to be, all right, left here to be burned by those nuclear missiles that the Lord is going to have these other nations shoot upon Babylon the Great, man. All right, you will be left here to burn in that lake of fire for all those that take the MOTB, man. All right, this is not no game, man. This is a serious warning, which is why we constantly bring this out. We sound like a broken record when it comes to these prophecies, man, because this is a serious warning from the Lord, all right, for the sincere that truly fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. That anger that the Lord is going to, send upon all those that took it will be well justified, because, like I mentioned when I was breaking down what the charagma is, man. All right, you pretty much have given yourself over to Satan, man. You no longer belong to the Most High. You have chosen, all right, Satan to be your master instead of the Most High. So the Most High, all right, he cannot deliver you. All right, you take the charagma and the Lord cannot deliver you. That's why he's going to destroy you, man. All right. So it says, "And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name." Okay, so you're going to be left here to burn, all right, when Babylon the Great is destroyed, man. All right, it's going to be looking just like how Sarah Connor looked on Terminator 2, man. All right, your flesh is going to melt away. All right, your pretty much you're going to be burnt. You're going to be left here to where your spirit, after your body is burnt, your spirit is going to be tormented in that fire, because that's going to be you getting rebuked by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai in that fire, man. This is why this is so serious, man. All right, and in that time, you will know that the Most High warned you, and you chose not to hearken, man. All right. This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. "And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them." You will know, because as you're being rebuked in the fire, man, the Most High is going to let you know that you were warned, that he sent his men on, out here to warn you, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, to warn you. Because, hey, man, speaking on the elders and apostles and the elder bishops, they were warning on the MOTB way before this technology was even thought about, man. All right. when the understanding was given to them, man, they were prophesying on this 20, 30 years ago before anybody even heard of this type of technology, man. So that shows you that this is a spiritual warning that the Lord has sent out. And those that have the ears to hear and the eyes to see, all right, they will receive that, man. All right, but for those that will not hearken, all right, you're gonna find out the hard way after you take that charagma and be destroyed, man. All right. So Lord willing, man, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna end it right here. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say Shalom.